I heard this story of a young girl who lived with her grandmother, and one day they were baking a cake, and her grandmother began to show her all of the wonderful ingredients that go inside of a cake. And right before the grandmother put the cake in the oven, she looked at the little girl and said, "When this cake hit the right temperature, it's going to rise." The little girl was so excited because she had never seen a cake rise before. After about 2 minutes of the cake baking, the little girl ran to the window and said, "Grandmama, Grandmama, the cake is not rising. Something must be wrong." The grandmother looked at her and said, "Baby, don't worry. It's going to rise." After about 4 minutes of the cake baking, the little girl ran to the window and said, "Grandmama, no, something is terribly wrong with this cake. It's not rising." The grandmother looked at the little girl and said, "Baby, don't worry. It's going to rise." The little girl forgot to go back and look, and after about an hour, she remembered, ran back to the window of the oven and looked in, and a smile filled her face, and she was so happy. She said, "Grandmama, Grandmama, the cake is rising." The grandmother took the cake out of the oven and let it cool and began to ice the cake. And the little girl was watching with so much joy in her eyes and in her heart. And she finally asked her grandmama, she said, "Grandmama, how did you know the cake was going to rise?" The grandmama looked back at her and said, "Baby, because I put something in it to make it rise." You may be going through a situation right now. You feel like quitting, throwing in the towel, giving up, saying it's not worth it. I want to let you know that down in your heart is something God put in you to make you rise out of this. You're going to come out of it because just as that grandmother put that ingredient in that cake, something is woven down in the reservoir of your greatness that will cause you to rise and come out. Keep going. Don't quit. You're closer than you think.